Now, to a new revamped Champions League. Before we discuss the changes, here's what we can expect.
The Euros have ended and the teams are preparing for the new season, but smaller clubs are already now in action in the Champions League qualification. And in case you haven't noticed, the format starting from this season will be completely different. On their website, the UEFA praised their new format as modern. Football is changing every day, so they will too. So since 1955, when the tournament had its premiere under the name European Cup, the Champions League has evolved. And yeah, that's true, football has to evolve. But there are still some fans that are not happy with the new format. So let's take a look at it. In 2021, it was decided that the UCL will have a new format, and in May 2022, it was confirmed which one. This year they will play the so-called Swiss model, so there won't be traditional groups like we know it, but a league system. The number of teams increased from 32 to 36, and now there will be 8 instead of 6 matches in the group stage. The 8 games will all be against different teams. There will be 4 games at home and 4 away. The games will be varying in difficulty, as from every one of the 4 pots you will be drawn 2-2 each. The UEFA hopes that this leads to a bigger variation of the opponents, which will be also more interesting for the fans as they can see face-offs from bigger clubs early in the group stage. The games will be more exciting because there are more games which can decide who will advance, and there will be less meaningless games at the end, as it will be not decided between 4 but all teams who will advance. Before we go any further, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are interested in videos about current topics. We need to crack the 500 followers with this video. Now it becomes a bit weird, because only the first 8 teams of the league will qualify directly for the knockout phase, and the placed 9 to 24 will go to the playoffs, where they will face in the first and second leg to determine the other round of 16 participants. The 8 winners advance and will be drawn to the already advanced ones. From here on, the format will be the same as in the last version. The teams from place 25 upwards are out and won't even be participating in the Europa League. And if you look at the system, you maybe will understand the critique from some fans, because now it's even harder for a smaller team to make a miracle. Big clubs that underperform in 3 games won't be out as a third, because now they can afford to fall back to the 24th place. The smaller teams from pot 4 will have to play against a higher number of big teams. A win against an underperforming big club won't mean as much now, and they will have it much harder. Whilst the UEFA promotes this format as a balanced tournament with a step to the future, it is also clear that there will be much more matches in the already stacked calendar. And this will surely also mean more revenue from the broadcasts. The number of games in the group stage increases from 96 to 144. Looking at the whole tournament, it is an increase from 125 to 225 matches. It gets almost doubled. Also, the 4 more spots will most likely be advantages for the bigger teams, as they will get the spot. Surely there will be more value and interesting matches, but it's also not fair against other teams. The reason for that is the new controversial rule by the UEFA, which gives 2 of the 4 qualifying spots to the highest ranked clubs by the UEFA coefficient who didn't already qualify. But this rule only applies to teams that qualified for the Europa or Conference League, not for clubs that are completely out of European football. So the UEFA give 2 spots away to big teams to assuage the clubs from a possible Super League participation. Also this week they revealed a little change. There will be a new method for the draw. The well-known balls where opened by hand are gone. The draw would last too long, the UEFA said, because of the increase of teams and the new system. Instead of the balls, a software will now make the draw. Discussions are expected, as it is always the case when something new drops. Some of the controversies are rightful, but there are also benefits for the fans and the tension in the format. So what do you think about the new format? Do you like it, or would you rather keep the old one? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching guys, and see you.